Welcome back to Coin Explorer, the ultimate destination where every coin has a story and sometimes a surprise. Today, we're diving into two seemingly ordinary coins from South Africa, the 20-cent coin from 2004 and another fascinating piece from 2009. At first glance, they might look just like everyday currency, but some rare versions and specific features of these coins have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. In certain cases, their unique traits could make them worth far more than their face value, potentially even reaching impressive amounts in the collector's market. Could your coin be one of those rare gems? Let's find out together. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that many South Africans have held in their hands. A coin so ordinary, it's often overlooked, but beneath its humble copper exterior lies a story of history, hope, transformation, and yes, possible hidden value. This is the 2004 South African 20-cent coin, a small piece of metal that represents more than just change. It symbolizes a country rising from its past, embracing a new identity, and expressing that through even the smallest of things, like a coin. But wait, is it just a regular 20-cent piece? Or could your specific coin have something rare, an error, a detail, or a minting quirk that makes it valuable? Let's find out. Stick with me till the end, because what you discover today might just change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Coin overview and basic details. Let's begin with the basics. The coin we're exploring today is the South African 20-cent coin from the year 2004. It belongs to the fourth decimal series and was issued by the South African Reserve Bank as part of the post-apartheid currency lineup. This coin is bronze-plated steel, and it weighs approximately 3.5 grams. It has a dodecagonal, or 12-sided, shape, although at a glance it may appear round. On the obverse, the front side, you'll see the South African coat of arms, introduced in 2000. It's a powerful national emblem that reflects unity, renewal, and heritage. Surrounding the coat of arms are the words Africa Borwa, which means South Africa, in Sesotho, one of the country's 11 official languages. The year 2004 sits clearly at the top. Now, flip the coin, and you're greeted by a beautiful national flower, the King Protea. This majestic bloom represents resilience and beauty, traits that South Africa takes deep pride in. Just above the Protea is the denomination, a bold 20 cents. But that's just what's on the surface. The real excitement starts when we look deeper into what makes some of these coins possibly worth more than 20 cents. Historical background. To truly understand this coin, we need to go back in time. The year is 2004. South Africa is celebrating 10 years of democracy after the end of apartheid in 1994. Nelson Mandela had already stepped down, and the country was marching forward under President Thabo Mbeki's leadership. There was a sense of pride, progress, and a desire to solidify the country's new identity. And that was reflected in every symbol, including its coins. The coat of arms you see on this coin? It was completely redesigned in 2000 to break away from colonial and apartheid-era imagery. The new design focused on African unity, peace, and culture. Every part of the emblem has deep meaning. From the secretary bird to the rising sun, to the motto, K.A. Jara K, written in the extinct Khoisan language, meaning unity in diversity. By 2004, this coat of arms had fully replaced the older design on South African coins. The 20-cent coin became one of the first widespread denominations to carry it into every household, rich or poor, urban or rural. So, holding this coin is like holding a piece of a reborn nation's soul. But for collectors, there's more to a coin than symbolism. There's value, and value can come from the unexpected. How a common coin can be rare. Now comes the million-dollar question. Can a coin that was made for everyone become valuable for someone? The answer, absolutely. And here's why. Coins gain value in the collector's market for a few key reasons. Rarity. How many were minted or still exist today? Condition. Is it in uncirculated, brilliant, or proof state? Mint errors, flaws during production that make it unique. Historical significance, like being part of a major transition demand. What collectors are currently looking for. The 2004 20-cent coin wasn't produced in limited numbers. But some specimens have sold for high amounts, especially when errors or unusual features are present. Imagine a coin where the protea flower is misaligned, or where the denomination is doubled due to a striking mistake, or where the plating didn't properly adhere. These are called mint errors, and some collectors will pay thousands of dollars for rare examples, depending on their severity and authenticity. Even die cracks, off-center strikes, or coins that have unusual color toning due to chemical reactions can fetch serious attention. If you have a 2004 20-cent coin, examine it carefully. You never know what your coin might reveal under a magnifying glass. Realistic market value. So what is this coin actually worth? Let's break it down. If your 2004 South African 20-cent coin is in circulated condition, with typical wear and tear, its market value is likely very close to face value. That is, around 20 cents in South African currency. But coins in uncirculated or mint condition, those that have never been handled, kept in a protective case, or part of a collector's set, can sometimes fetch $1 to $5 depending on the buyer. Now, here's where things get exciting. Rare error coins from this year have been known to sell for significantly more. Verified examples with strong errors, such as off-center strikes, die clashes, or planchet issues, can go for $50, $100, or even several $100s, especially if they're graded by a reputable agency like PCGS or NGC. There have even been auction listings claiming values of $500 to $1,000, but these usually involve either exaggerated rarity or unverified errors. That's why we always recommend getting coins professionally appraised or graded before assuming high value. Still, it's not impossible. If you stumble across a truly rare error, your small coin could indeed be worth far more than its weight in metal. The key is to check. Is it in perfect condition? Does anything about the design look unusual? Can it be authenticated by a professional? If the answer is yes, you may be holding something far more valuable than just small change. How to check if your coin is valuable. Here's how to tell if your 2004 20-cent coin might be valuable. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely at the coin's edges, text, and details of the protea flower. Check for misalignment or doubling. Is anything off-center or repeated? Look for discoloration. Natural toning can be attractive to some collectors. Examine the coin's edges. Is there any extra metal, cracks, or missing parts? Weigh it. Rare errors can include wrong planchet weight. If anything seems off, compare it to another 2004 20-cent coin. Even the smallest difference can make a big impact on collector value. And most importantly, consider sending your coin for professional grading. A small investment in authentication can multiply your return if the coin is indeed rare. Why coins like this matter? Beyond their value, coins like the 2004 South African 20-cent remind us of something greater: our history. They are silent witnesses to national milestones. Every scratch on your coin might have come from a journey through the hands of thousands, from storekeepers to students, from bus drivers to business owners, and yet, it still carries the national symbol of hope, unity, and progress. In a world of digital payments, coins are slowly disappearing from daily life, but they remain as powerful artifacts, pocket-sized time capsules that tell stories of nations, people, and change. So before you dismiss that coin in your pocket, pause, look at it again. It might just surprise you. And there you have it. The story of the 2004 South African 20-cent coin. Simple? Yes. But meaningless? Absolutely not. This little piece of metal might be worth only a few cents, or perhaps hundreds of dollars. But its real value lies in the story it tells, the hands it has touched, and the nation it represents. Top 2. we journey into the hidden world of the 2009 South African 20-cent coin. Let's uncover its secrets. Together. The birth of a coin. 2009 was more than just another year. It was a time when South Africa was preparing for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, a moment of unity and national pride. The minting of coins that year was part of a symbolic thread tying the country's past, present, and future. Among those coins was the humble 20-cent piece, struck with care, precision, and intention, yet destined for pockets, cash registers, and piggy banks. But not all coins are created equal, and some, like this one, carry a story far richer than their face value. A closer look. Let's hold this coin in our hands. Its edges, smooth but firm, its face, filled with art and authority. Obverse. Front. Year. 2009 National Coat of Arms, featuring the South African motto, K.A. Zara. K.A., meaning diverse people unite. Language. Chipembe, one of the 11 official South African languages, representing Xitsonga, spoken by the Tsonga people. The word Africa appears to the left. Every element on this side is not just decorative, it's symbolic. The coat of arms tells a story of unity, progress, and identity. 2009, the year stamped on it, becomes a timestamp in South Africa's growing journey. Reverse, back, value, 20 cents, image, King Protea flower, South Africa's national flower, a symbol of resilience, transformation, and beauty. It's more than just a flower. It's a silent reminder of the country's rebirth, printed on something as small as a coin, meant for everyday use. That's the power of design. It carries meaning without words. What's it made of? While the coin may look bronze or even golden at first glance, it's not made of precious metal. Metal composition, bronze-plated steel weight, around 5 grams. Shape, round with smooth edges. Diameter, approximately 22 millimeters. But here's where it gets interesting. In rare cases, some coins have been found with errors in their plating, off-center strikes, or die misalignments. And these small mistakes can make big waves in the collector's world. Why would anyone pay thousands? Let's address the question on everyone's mind. Can this coin really be worth thousands of dollars? The short, honest answer is, not all of them. But in some rare and special cases, yes, a single coin can fetch a surprising price. Here's how. 1. Minting errors. Coins with factory mistakes, like double dies, off-center strikes, or missing elements, can be extremely valuable to collectors. Example, a similar 20-cent coin with a die crack and off-center strike reportedly sold in a private collector group for over $1,200. Note: sale values vary. Always verify through trusted coin auction platforms. 2. Uncirculated condition, mint state. Coins that were never circulated and are graded as MS 65 or higher can be extremely valuable due to their flawless condition. Example, a 2009 South African 20-cent graded MS 67 by PCGS was once listed at $400 to $700, depending on demand. 3. Rare varieties, limited mint runs. If a certain batch of coins had fewer mints or variations in language font size, those coins become collector gold. In earlier South African coins, language rotation caused certain versions to become rare over time. If this pattern continued into 2009 batches, a few variants might now be sleeper hits. Yellow 4. Sentimental and historical value collectors abroad, especially in the US, UK, and Canada, often pay more for coins that symbolize change, history, or cultural value. Coins from the post-apartheid era are considered important milestones. Some collectors are willing to pay $500 to $2,000 for a South African coin with both symbolic and condition-based value. How to identify a valuable coin? Not every 20-cent coin is rare, but yours might be. Here's how to check. Look for errors. Off-center printing extra lines or cracks, missing parts of the design doubling in letters or numbers. Check the edges. Is it perfectly smooth or oddly shaped? Any unusual lines or metal bubbles? Examine the language and font. Are the inscriptions different from typical ones? Use a magnifying glass. Even a minor flaw can mean big value. Get it graded professionally. Grading agencies like PCGS or NGC can confirm value and issue a certified report. Where can you sell or trade it? If you think your coin might be valuable, don't rush to your local shop just yet. Here are the best ways to sell or validate it. 1. Online auction sites: eBay, Heritage Auctions, Bid or Buy, South Africa. 2. Collector forums and Facebook groups. 3. Local coin dealers, but compare offers. 4. Professional grading first: PCGS, NGC, or ANAX 5. Coin shows and expos, best for meeting serious buyers. Tip: never clean your coin. It can reduce its value instantly. A coin's true worth. What gives a coin value? Is it the metal, the year, the design, or is it something deeper? The 2009 South African 20-cent coin might be common in number, but rare in story. It reminds us of a nation's history, its rebirth, and its blooming future, symbolized by the king Protea. And sometimes, just sometimes, one of these coins becomes a golden discovery worth thousands. So, take a look in your jar of old coins. You might be holding a forgotten treasure, or maybe, just maybe, history itself. If this story touched you, taught you something new, or sparked your curiosity, hit that like button. Subscribe to Coin Explorer for more incredible coin journeys every week. Have a coin you'd like us to feature? Drop a comment. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep exploring, because every coin has a story, and some might just change yours forever.